Kia ora and welcome to a new video from NZ Pocket Guide. Today I'm going to go over everything you need to know about staying in homestays in New Zealand. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so let's begin with the fact that you probably will never meet your host when staying in homestays in New Zealand, especially in the larger cities. Most of the homestays in Auckland, Queenstown, Wellington are usually run by large consortiums that buy real estate in bulk, rent them through Airbnb and then flip the real estate a few years later. And, to another extent, it is fueling a big housing shortage in the country, but that's not what this video is all about. Okay, the next thing that I have on the list is the fact that there is only two large companies in New Zealand that will offer a large range of homestays in New Zealand, and that is Airbnb and VRBO, sorry. And you have to know that both of those companies work for the host, so all the policies that they're going to make and all the pricing structure that they're going to be using are going to be favoring the host rather than the actual user. So do be aware of that. The priority is to cater to their host, as it is the hardest part of their business to source. So do be aware of that when booking and look through all the terms and conditions. Next up, we have the fact that if you are planning on traveling in New Zealand during the busy season, which is December, January and February, or if you are planning on staying in one of the major cities during one of the rugby games or one of the concerts, you may need to book your homestay really early, and it is usually the accommodation of choice of the locals. And therefore, if Taylor Swift is in Auckland, well then you're gonna have a hard time finding an Airbnb nearby the venue. So do be aware of that. Next up on our list, we have the fact that homestays in New Zealand, just due to the very nature of what homestays are, offer a wide range of qualities. So do be aware that reading the reviews is crucial when booking homestays in the country, as you will be able to find pretty much everything, every type of accommodation on there. Some hostels are on there and some hotels are listing there on top of different homestays. So do be aware that, doing a bit of homework is kind of important when booking homestays in New Zealand. And in fact, let's keep going with the homework. Always contact your host before booking your accommodation, making sure that they do have the right bed arrangement, that the facilities are all working, especially if you're planning on using the pool, for example, all these kind of things. It's quite important to contact the host and confirm all the information rather than just booking blindly and hoping that everything is going to go well. Trust my personal experience on that. Next up, let's talk about couch surfing. If you stumble upon this video because you are looking into doing couch surfing in New Zealand, well then know that it is kind of common here in New Zealand. But there is a few rules and things that you need to be aware of, and we have more information on the website for that. So make sure to check it out and do a bit of research. And finally, there is another way to do homestays in New Zealand which will give you a much more local experience. And those are Woofing, Helpex, which is basically working for accommodation, and this is more applicable to backpackers coming to the country, as well as au pair. If you're an au pair, you're taking care of the kids while the parents usually go working. So yeah, all those are available to people on work visas and will give you a true, genuine local experience. So if you are in New Zealand for a gap year or on a working holiday visa, maybe that's the right thing for you. Okay, so that's everything that I have for you today. There is much more information for you on nzpocketguide.com, so make sure to check it out. And the whole team is joining me in wishing you the best time ever in New Zealand.